Oh my God. Holy. Pretty surprised actually. Now you could definitely tell there's a little bit of a difference between the two. The pepper, there's a little bit more of a smokier flavor with it. Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I had a fun one for you. We're gonna be doing a brisket bark experiment today. So I have two brisket flats seasoned up two different ways. I have one that's been seasoned in my favorite, salt and pepper, of course heavy pepper, extra coarse, and the second one is seasoned up with Cosmo's Texas beef rub, which has no pepper in it. And I really wanna see how big of a difference the pepper really makes. I've always been under the impression that it's really helped my bark, but today it's going head to head and we're gonna see if it really makes a difference. I wanna see how much smoke flavor it adds, how it looks, how it tastes. We're gonna dive into all that later on in the video. Stay tuned. Okay, so it's been about 4 hours and I've been smoking around 200 to 225 and you can tell there's a big difference here between the briskets. I'm liking how the bark is building on the one with the pepper, but not so much with the one with the Texas beef rub. You can tell you got some smoke on there, but bark's got a long way to go. I do plan on wrapping both these in some butcher paper around the 7 to 8 hour mark, depending on the temperature, of course. But I'll show you guys what they're looking like when it's time to wrap. Okay, so these briskets are just finishing up. Typically I'll rest briskets overnight, but in this case, we're just gonna let it rest an hour. So let me pull these off, let them rest an hour, and then we'll compare the two. Anyways, as you can see, there is definitely a nice bark on both of these briskets. Pretty surprised actually. I thought the one with the pepper was definitely gonna be much darker and much more pronounced, but Texas beef rub definitely showed up. Now you can definitely tell there's a little bit of a difference between the two. The pepper's got more of a grainier look. You could definitely tell there's a little bit more of a smokier flavor with the one with pepper for whatever reason. Nothing crazy. I had to take a few bites, and you could definitely tell a little bit difference with the Texas beef rub, the little extra flavor. Me personally, I prefer the one with the pepper just because it's more just meat and smoke, and there's just that, and maybe I'm used to it. But I like that. I like it being pretty simple. But you really can't go wrong with either or. Most of you guys are probably going to do a combination of both of this, and maybe I'll end up doing that going forward. I've always been a good big heavy pepper guy, and I'll probably continue to be like that. But we'll see what happens. But I'm glad I did this experiment just to see. I like doing things like this to see if one thing really does make a difference. But yeah, it was a good test, good experiment, and I think you can't go wrong with either or. I think you should try doing both just to see which one you like. For me, I prefer the one with the pepper, and I'm probably biased about that, but that's all right. But anyways, hopefully this was helpful for you guys. And hopefully, I can do more stuff like this going forward. So, but anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.